Today, it's Fernando Mania on the Apba Baseball Classics channel. Hello everybody, this is Apba Ryan and Apba Baseball Classics, and today's game is a rivalry game. The San Francisco Giants come to Dodger Stadium to face the Los Angeles Dodgers and Fernando Mania. Our pitchers today are Jim Barr, 4-3 with a 3.29 earned run average. He is a grade B pitcher with a Z modifier, and Fernando Valenzuela, 19-13 with a 2.87 ERA, grade B, Y, and Z modifier. We've had the introductions. We're ready to play ball. Johnny LeMaster steps into the box for San Francisco. Fernando Valenzuela, with his unique windup, begins to wind up. And here's the first pitch of the ball game. 52 is a 27. Ball ripped to third base, grabbed by Say. The long throw across, and LeMaster is the first out of the game. We are playing basic Apba. Both defenses are fielding column 2. Joe Morgan steps into the left side batter's box. Here's the pitch from the left-hander. Fernando Valenzuela, 34, is a fly ball to center field. Ken Landro is under it and pulls it out of the sky. There's 2 outs. Here is Chili Davis. 54 is a fly ball to right field, and that is Pedro Guerrero. He makes the catch. 3 up and 3 down for the Giants. We go to the bottom of the first. Dodgers coming to bat. 6'3" Jim Barr is a pitcher who is now back home. He's a native of Los Angeles. And he'll be pitching to Steve Sachs. 2-5 is a 11. That's a sharply hit ground ball that's going to get through the middle. A base hit for Steve Sachs. And on that 11, he can steal on the next pitch. In basic Apba, I give the catchers an opportunity to throw out the base runner. Giants catcher Milt May is rated 7. So he's got 11 through 16 chance to throw out Steve Sachs. There he goes. Not a good chance. But 13 is a good throw, and Sachs is nabbed. Thrown out by catcher Milt May. 2-6, 1 down. All right, Ken Landro steps into the batter's box. 1-5. That's going to be a single for Ken Landro, also rolled up to the middle. And he's got an opportunity to steal. And I'm just that way. I'm going to tempt fate. There he goes. 1-4, and Milt May is hot. He throws out Kenny Landro, 2 outs. And the Dodger first inning rally is coming to squat because of the manager. There's Dusty Baker. 5-4 is a fly ball to right field. Jack Clark is under it. Makes the catch. It was a 1-2-3 inning, but not so easy for Jim Barr. 2 hits for the Dodgers. They don't score. We go to the top of the second. No score. Jack Clark steps into the batter's box for the top of the second inning. Led the Giants in RBIs with 103 in 1982. Here's the kick and the pitch from Fernando. It's a well-hit ball to center field, tailing away from Ken Landro. It's going to get down. And it's going to be a double for Jack Clark leading off the second inning. The Giants are in business with a runner in scoring position and nobody out. First baseman Reggie Smith. 284 with 18 home runs. The left-hander checks the base runner at second. Here's the pitch. 2-5 is a 8. Ball hit hard up the middle, snagged by Valenzuela. Great play. The throw to first is an out. Valenzuela fields his position. He also won the Silver Slugger Award in '81 as the best hitting pitcher. That's going to be a 1-3, and Jack Clark will go to third. One down. Third baseman Darrell Evans steps into the Dodgers will elect to play their infield in with a runner in third and less than 2 outs. Here's a pitch to Darrell Evans. 63 is a 32. That's a fly ball to right field. Medium depth, caught by Pedro Guerrero. Jack Clark is fast at third, and because he's fast at third, he will score on a sacrifice fly. The Giants go up 1-0. Two outs. Here's Jeffrey Leonard. 21's a fly ball to the left side. Dusty Baker is under it. He puts it away. But the Giants score 1 in the first due to the leadoff double by Jack Clark. We go to the bottom of the second. San Francisco 1 and Los Angeles 0. Pete Guerrero leads off the second inning for LA. He's followed by Ronce and Steve Garvey. Here's the pitch to Guerrero. 52 is a ball ripped hard to third. Caught by Darrell Evans. The throw to first. 1 away. Here's the Penguin. Ronce, and I just dropped the dice on the floor. Here we go. 31 is a sharp grounder past the glove of Johnny LeMaster into left field for a base hit for the Penguin. He goes to first. Slow runner will play it safe with the slow runners. Steve Garvey. 4-6 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 outs. Here is Bill Russell. And 22 for Bill Russell is a single to right center field. Ball retrieved by Jack Clark to throw back into the infield. Russell will hold it first. Say holds it second. And the Dodgers with 2 outs have runners on first and second. Will no longer play it safe with the slow runner at second. Mike Scioscia is the batter. Mike Scioscia struggled in 1982 with a bat. Only hit .219. Never struggled with his defense and never struggled with his ability to block the plate. Here's the pitch to Mike Scioscia. 6-6 roll. That's an extra base hit roll probably. 52 is not going to be, in this case, it's a 7. But it'll be an RBI single to left field, scoring safe since we're not playing it safe. Russell goes to third, and Scioscia is on at first with an RBI, and the game is tied 1-1. Runners on the corners. And here is Fernando Valenzuela. Fernando hit .250 in 1981, didn't do as well in '82, but he has some abilities with the bat. Here's a pitch to Fernando Valenzuela, 1-5. That's going to be a broken bat single for Fernando Valenzuela, driving in Russell. Scioscia goes to second. An RBI by the pitcher, and the Dodgers lead 2-1. Russell's a fast runner at second. Fernando's slow at first. We'll play it safe with Fernando. Steve Sax comes to bat. Sax led off the game with a single, but was caught stealing. 1-5 is an 11. That's going to be an RBI single to center field for Steve Sax. Scoring. Well, Russell's already scored. And Scioscia is slow. And I didn't say I wasn't playing it safe. So Scioscia only goes to third. Valenzuela goes to second. Dodgers on every base. Here is Ken Lendrow, who also singled in the first inning, but an over-aggressive manager got two base runners caught stealing. The Dodgers already have 7 hits off Jim Barr. He's not been a mystery. Here's the pitch to Kenny Landreau. 41 is a 28. Landreau hits it on the ground to the shortstop LeMaster. He goes the short way to second for the third out. That closes out the second inning, but the Dodgers score twice. We go to the top of the third. LA 2 and San Francisco 1. All right, Giants come up in the third with the bottom of the order. Milt May, pitcher Jim Barr, and then Johnny LeMaster. Fernando Valenzuela had a full repertoire of pitches, but he featured a screwball, which was taught to him by Bobby Castillo, and that really, that screwball is what gave him his career. Here's the pitch to Milt May. 52 is a 27. Hit hard to say at third, and the throw to first, one away. Pitcher Jim Barr. 4-3 is a roller back to Fernando. As we said, he fields his position well. The throw to first, 2 outs. Now to the top of the order, and Johnny LeMaster, 46, is a swing and a miss. Strike 3, Fernando's first strikeout of the game. We go to the bottom of the third. 2-1 Dodgers. Dusty Baker leads off for Los Angeles. There's the pitch to Dusty. 45 is going to be a ball too low, ball 4, and Dusty Baker takes first, average speed. Jim Barr has not had anything come easy in this game. He doesn't want to lead off the third with a walk. You got Guerrero, Say, and Garvey coming up behind. Here's the pitch to Pedro Guerrero. 1-3 is a pitch that misses just inside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Pedro Guerrero. 1-1 roll. That's a hit column roll for Guerrero. And 1-6 is a double to center field. Baker goes to third. That is the 8th Dodger hit in just 2+ innings. Timeout. Giants manager Frank Robinson comes to the mound, and he has seen enough. That's going to be all for Jim Barr. He gives way to Fred Brining. Notice on his Apba card he has a starting pitching rating C or relief pitching rating B. If he goes with the B rating, he'll be shorter in the game. Fatigue rating kicks in his second inning. Or if he goes with a C, he could pitch a while. And he will go with his C rating to try to give the Giants some innings. Fred Brining comes on. He will be facing Ron Say. Brining will be a grade B for one batter only, though he chose to use his starting pitching rating because of same-sidedness. The Dodgers and the Penguin with an opportunity here to get some distance between themselves and the Giants. Say singled and scored his first time up. Here's the pitch from Fred Brining. 41 is a pop-up down the first base line. Joe Morgan is giving chase. He makes the catch. Baker tags the throw to the plate, and Baker is out. It's a double play, and the Dodgers don't score. That's a third Dodger to be thrown out on the base pass. Suddenly, 2 outs, man on second now, and Steve Garvey is the batter. Here's the pitch from Fred Brining to Garvey, 45. Fly ball to right field. Jack Clark is under it and makes the catch. That's the end of the third. Dodgers don't score. We go to the top of the fourth. 2-1 LA. Joe Morgan finished the third with a great play, great throw to the plate. He will lead off the top of the fourth inning. Here is the pitch from Fernando to Joe Morgan. 1-3 is going to be a base on balls. Morgan takes first. Former Red is still fast. Chili Davis. He later became a hitting coach in the major leagues after his career. He was batting coach for the Royals for a while, and I liked him. I thought he was a good batting coach. Here's the pitch to Chili Davis. 43 is 29, or that's a play result of a ground out to the pitcher or first base or Y. Valenzuela has the Y, so Davis is a strikeout victim. He goes back to the dugout, caught looking. Here's Jack Clark. Doubled and scored the only Giants run. 61 is a ground ball to shortstop. Russell goes to Sachs for 1 to first. It's a 6-4-3 inning double play. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. LA 2 and San Francisco 1. Fred Breining returns to the mound for his second inning of work. This will not be his fatigue inning as he's using his starting pitching rating, which is grade C. He's got YZ modifiers. Bill Russell steps into the box. Native of Pittsburgh, Kansas. 55 is a 8 against a C. That's a chopper past the pitcher, rolls up the middle in the center field for a base hit. Bill Russell is 2 for 2. Mike Scioscia, the catcher. Breining goes into the stretch. Here's the pitch to Scioscia. 44, that's an 8. That's a single to center. And Russell goes to third, men on the corners. All right, with men on first and third, Fernando Valenzuela, the pitcher, comes up. He is 1 for 1. The Dodgers have 10 hits already in this game. San Francisco is going to play the infield at double play depth. Here is the pitch to Fernando Valenzuela. We'll try to get the ball in the air. 33. The lefty Fernando pulls one into right field for a base hit. And let's see. Scioscia goes to second. Russell goes to third. And Fernando has his second RBI single of the game. It's the Dodgers 3 and San Francisco 1. Runners on first and second for Steve Sachs, who is 2 for 2. Here's the pitch to Sachs. 52 is a 27. That's an around the horn 5-4-3 double play. Scioscia goes to third. And now there are 2 outs. Here's Kenny Landreau, left-handed batter. Here's the pitch to Landreau. 46 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. At the end of the fourth, the Dodgers add 1 on Fernando Valenzuela's RBI single. We go to the top of the fifth. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Giants 1. I lived in Los Angeles in the late 70s and through the 80s. And I saw Fernando Mania firsthand. It was for real. I went to extra Dodger games to try to see him pitch. There was one I went to see Fernando pitch, and it got rained out, which is really, really rare in Dodger Stadium. But the Dodgers drew 3.6 million in 1981, primarily because Fernando, I think he drew 13,000 more fans per game when he pitched on the road as well. And that attendance record was a record in 82, and then they didn't slip back much in 80 or 81. They didn't slip back much in 82, where they drew 3.5. Reggie Smith leads off the top of the fifth. For San Francisco, 1-3 is going to be a base on balls. And this is the second inning in a row the Giants have led off with a walk. They've not had the base runners that LA has had in this game yet. Here is Darrell Evans. 1-3 is ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Fernando has a Z modifier. (6-4) is a 41. Ground ball to Russell at second. He flips to Sachs at second. The throw to first is late. Hard slide coming in to break up the double play by Reggie Smith. He is going to be injured, possibly. Let's do the roll. Reggie Smith has an injury rating of J3, so means we on the book we use a column 3 for injury duration table. 6-6 is not good. That's going to be 10 games missed for Reggie Smith. That means he's going to be out for the rest of the tournament. Scored a 6-4 fielder's choice, and there's one out, and Darrell Evans is now the runner at first. Brings up Jeffrey Leonard. 2-5. Base hit to left center field. Evans goes to third. Leonard can steal second on the next pitch. Sosha is a rated 7 catcher? That's right, he's rated 7. So 11 through 16 will be his chances to steal. There's one out. Frank Robinson's going to send the runner. Here's the throw, 6-5. That throw skips into center field. It will score the runner from third. And Leonard goes to third still on the air by catcher Mike Sosha. 3-2 Dodgers. Milt May will get a free pass to set up a double play and bring on the pitcher spot. Fred Brining hit 207 in 1982. He will stay in the game. Dodgers will play the infield at double play depth. Here's a pitch from Fernando to Fred Brining. 2-4 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs, Johnny LeMaster. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. Dusty Baker is under it, makes the catch. The Giants get 1 on the air. It's an unearned run. It's a Dodgers 3 and San Francisco 2. Dusty Baker leads off the bottom of the 5th inning for Los Angeles. They lead by the slimmest of margins, 1 run. There are some significant future Major League managers today. Dusty Baker, Mike Sosha with the Dodgers, and Bob Brenly is on the bench right now for the Giants. 3 very significant Major League managers to be. Here's the pitch to Dusty Baker. 62 is a 27. That's a ground ball, slowly hit toward third, barehanded by Evans. A throw to first. Baker is out. 1 down. Pete Guerrero. Pedro is 1 for 2 with the double. 6-3 is a fly ball to center field. Chili Davis is under it. Makes the catch. 2 up and 2 down. Here's the Penguin, Ron Say. That's a walk. Say takes first. And he's slow, but we're not going to play it safe. Steve Garvey's the batter. Here's a pitch to Garvey, 54. Fly ball to right field. Jack Clark pats the glove, picks it out of the sky. That's 3 outs. We go to the 6th. 3-2 Dodgers. All right, the left-hander Fernando Valenzuela returns to the mound. He has a unique pitching motion, kind of hesitates, looks up to the sky. He just started doing that in his rookie season. But he did it, I think, throughout his career. He did not have a real fast fastball, below average speed on that fastball, but he had a variety of pitches and a lot of smarts and a very good screwball. Here's the pitch to Joe Morgan. 54 is a fly ball to right field, caught by Pedro Guerrero. 1 down in the 6th. So far, the Giants have only 2 hits, but they've got 2 runs to show for it. Here's the pitch to Chili Davis. 6-2 is a 26. Hard hit ball toward the second base hole, but Sachs has it, pivots, and throws. 2 outs. Good play by Steve Sachs. Jack Clark. 3-3 roll for Clark. That's going to be well hit to center field off the wall, and Jack Clark will settle into second base with his second double of the game. He's in scoring position with 2 outs. And now Champ Summers, I forgot to mention, he's the replacement for Reggie Smith. He's playing first base. Both are rated defensively 2 at first base, so it doesn't change the defensive ratings. Here's a pitch to Champ Summers. 4-5 is way inside, ball 4. Second walk. Given up to this position in the order, but that is actually the 4th walk. Surrendered by Fernando. First and second for the Giants with 2 outs. Here is Darrell Evans. The potential go-ahead runs at first base. Here's a pitch to Evans. 3-6 is a 33. Skied on the infield. Bill Russell puts the squeeze. And that's the end of the top of the 6th inning. Giants don't score. It's still 3-2 Dodgers. Fred Brining returns. He'll be facing Bill Russell, Mike Scioscia, and Fernando Valenzuela in the bottom of the 6th inning. I have had some good games between the Dodgers and Giants. This is a good one here on the channel. I think a year ago, we replayed the 1962 playoffs. And if I remember correctly, those were good games. And more than a year ago, I played on the channel the 1951 shot heard around the world game between the Brooklyn Dodgers and the New York Giants. And that still stands and will always stand as my all-time favorite tabletop simulation I've ever seen or done on this channel. That game was so realistic, it would take your breath away. Here is Bill Russell. 65 is a pop-up. Back toward the screen. Milt May throws away the mask and makes the catch. 1 down. That's the first time Russell's been retired. He's 2 for 3. Mike Scioscia comes to bat. 3-5 is a 36. Backs him off the plate for ball 1. Scioscia gives a look toward Brining. Here's a pitch to Scioscia. 1-6 is a ground ball to shortstop. Ranging toward the hole is LeMaster. He throws to first and cuts down Mike Scioscia. 2 outs. Here is Fernando. 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. Here's a pitch to Valenzuela. 1-2 is going to be another ground ball. This time hit weakly toward second base. Joe Morgan throws out Fernando, and the Dodgers are out. 1-2-3 in the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th. 3-2 Los Angeles. Top of the 7th is the point of fatigue inning for Fernando Valenzuela. If 3 bad things happen to him, walks, errors, hits, that sort of thing, his grade level will be reduced to grade C. Jeff Leonard steps in the box for San Francisco. 54 is a fly ball to right field. Pedro Guerrero, ranging to his left, makes the catch. 1 away. Here's Milt May, the catcher. 3-2 is a ground ball. 1 hop to Garvey. He's got it. Steps on first unassisted. 2 outs. Fred Brining will stay in the game and hit and continue to pitch. 6-2 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 up and 3 down for the Giants in the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Dodgers 3 and the Giants 2. All right, Frank Robinson showing a lot of confidence in his relief pitcher, Fred Brining. He has kept his team in the game. Steve Sachs leads off the last of the 7th. 1-3 is ball 4. Speed at first. Here's KT, Ken Landreau. 52 is a ground ball to third. Darrell Evans throws to second to retire Sachs, but the throw back to first is not in time. It's a fielder's choice. 5-4. 1 out, and now Kenny Landreau is at first, also rated fast. Dusty Baker. 1-6 is a 2-8. Slowly hit ball to shortstop. Throw to first. Becker's retired and Landreau goes to second, 2 outs. And it'll be up to Pedro Guerrero to see if the Dodgers can extend their lead. Right now they lead by a penny. Here's the pitch to Guerrero, 62, is a fly ball to left field. Hit deep but catchable. Jeff Leonard is under it and makes the catch. 3 outs. We go to the 8th. Dodgers 3 and the Giants 2. Top of the order for the Giants. Let's see, Fernando had a clean inning in the 7th, so there are no marks against his fatigue. Trny LeMaster steps into the box. 5-2 is a ground ball to third base. Ron Say throws across the diamond and retires Trny LeMaster 1 away. Here's Joe Morgan, swings the bat from the left side, flaps that elbow like he did with the Reds. Here's the pitch, 3-31. Little Joe hits a sharp ground ball past Russell's glove and into left field for a base hit. That's Morgan's first hit. He's 1-for-3. He's been on base twice. He had a walk elsewise. Fast runner at first, and the third place hitter, Chili Davis, steps into the box. Chili Davis hit 19 homers in 1982. He did strike out quite a bit, 115 times he whipped. And Fernando would like one of those here. Here's the pitch. 6-5 is a 35. Foul pop-up. The catcher, Mike Scioscia, is under it and makes the catch. Runner holds it first. There's 2 outs. And Jack Clark, the Giants RBI leader, he had over 100, 103. 35 is a 14. 2 balls and no strikes. 1-1 roll. Watch it, a long drive to left field. It might be, it could be, it is out of here. The Giants take a 4-3 lead on the 2-run home run by Jack Clark. Clark is 3-for-4 with 2 doubles and now a 2-run homer. And that turns the table on Fernando Mania here in Los Angeles. Here is Champ Summers with 2 outs, and now the base is clear. 36 is a 33. Y, that's a strikeout. Fernando has a Y modifier, so Fernando comes back to strike out Champ Summers. That ends the 8th. But the Giants score 2, and they now lead 4-3. Fred Brining returns for his 6th inning of relief. Still not to his point of fatigue. We'll go ahead with the 7 innings when they're using their starting ratings. He's got Ron Say, Steve Garvey, and Bill Russell in the bottom of the 8th inning. Dodgers are now behind after leading, at least from the 2nd inning. Here's the pitch to Ron Say, 32, is a ground ball to third base. Darrell Evans is up with it and throws out the pink one. 1 down. Here's Steve Garvey. 6-5. That's a pop out to the catcher, Milt May. 2 outs. Billy Russell. 56 is a base on balls. Dodgers are going to make a change here. Mike Scioscia's due to bat. They're going to send up a pitch hitter. That is Rick Monday, left-handed hitter. Monday was, let's see, a 257 hitter in 1982 with 11 home runs and 210 at-bats. They're shooting for the moon here. They would like to see a home run here to put them back in the lead. 2 outs, runner on first. Here's the pitch from Brining to Rick Monday, 43. Curveball from Brining and a swing and a miss from Monday, strike 3. That's the end of the 8th inning. We go to the top of the 9th. San Francisco 4 and Los Angeles 3. Be a new battery for the Dodgers. Steve Yeager comes in to catch. And now pitching for Los Angeles is Tom Niedenfuer, grade B pitcher, X and Z modifier. Like his nickname on his Apba card, Buffalo Head. Darrell Evans, who is 0 for 2 but has a sacrifice fly RBI, will step into the box against Niedenfuer. 1-1 roll, that's a 4. That's a long drive to center field. It's off the wall, and it's going to go. Evans is going to round second, go all the way to third for a leadoff triple of Tom Niedenfuer. San Francisco with a chance to increase the lead here. Dodgers will bring their infield in and try to stop the run at the plate. Jeff Leonard. Here's the pitch from Niedenfuer to Leonard, 45. It's going to be ball 4. Pitching carefully to Leonard to set up a double play. Infield will be at double play depth. I take that back. They're still going to play it short, still try to cut off that run. Infield's playing tight. Catcher Milt May is the batter. They could go ahead and walk him and load the bases. Try to go for a 2. Double play starting at the plate. All right, the Dodgers think better about all this. They're going to go ahead and go to double play depth. They don't want to give up a big inning here. Here's the pitch to Milt May, the catcher, 25. Line drive to right. That's going to score Evans on the base hit. Leonard goes to third. And the Giants add 1. It's 5-3. Same situation, timeout. Manager Tommy Lasorda goes to the mound to talk over the particulars. He's not making a pitching change here, and San Francisco is sending their pitcher on up to the plate. Fred Brining. There's no outs, first and third. Dodgers are going to still play double play depth. Here's a pitch to. Let me rethink all that timeout. All right, the wheels are turning here in the 9th inning. The San Francisco Giants are going to bring in a pitch hitter. That is Tom O'Malley, 275 hitter, normally a regular, but he's coming off the bench today. He'll pitch hit for Fred Brining, who worked 6 innings and gave the Giants 6 effective innings, allowing just 1 earned run. The Dodgers make a pitching change, and that will be Terry Forster, grade B pitcher with a Y and Z modifier. Still nobody out, runners on the corners. Dodgers will play the infield in. Forster will be a grade A pitcher for the batter only. For same-sidedness, here's the pitch to O'Malley, 54. Lofted high into the air, shallow center field. And it's going to be too shallow to advance the runners. Caught by Ken Landreau, 1 out, a big out for the Dodgers. To the top of the order, and Johnny LeMaster. Now it makes sense for the Dodgers to play at double play depth with 1 down. Men on the corners. Forster goes back to grade B pitcher. Here's a pitch to Johnny LeMaster, who is 0 for 4 today. 34. Not going to get any better as far as getting a base hit. That's a fly ball. Lofted to center field. That's also very shallow. Not deep enough. Caught by Landreau, 2 outs. Joe Morgan. 6-3. A third straight fly out to center field. 3 outs. The Dodgers hold that potential messy situation to just 1 run. San Francisco 5 and LA 3. We go to the bottom of the 9th. All right, in the top of the 9th, Terry Forster did a superb job getting the Dodgers out of a first and third situation with no outs. But he gives way to a pinch hitter here in the bottom of the 9th with the Dodgers down by 2. Darryl Thomas will pitch hit for the pitcher. And now pitching for San Francisco is the closer, Greg Minton, out of Lubbock, Texas, at a 1.83 ERA in 1982 with 30 saves. Here's the pitch to Darryl Thomas. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. Jeffrey Leonard gives measure and makes the catch. one away. All right, here is Steve Sachs. He's had a productive day, 2 for 2, been on base 3 times. 2 for 3, rather. Here's a pitch to Sachs, 45. And that's going to be ball 4. He'll be on base again. And that means a potential tie and run will come to the plate in the person of Ken Landreau. Now with 1 out, here comes Kenny Landreau. He's straight out of Compton. He grew up in Compton, California, and was selected to play at Arizona State University, those powerhouse teams in the 75 and 76 College World Series, with future Major League teammates Floyd Bannister, Chris Bando, and Bob Horner. Here's the pitch from Greg Minton to Kenny Landreau. 3-3 roll. That's a hit column roll for Landreau. 65 is a 7. He got his pitch, but didn't quite get it all. He singles the right field. The runner goes to third. Jack Clark makes the throw all the way to third, and that's going to let Landreau go to second base. The Dodgers have second and third, 1 down, but still a 7 is a disappointing result on the second column rolls. Nevertheless, the tying runs are in position. Dusty Baker comes to the plate. Greg Minton is in trouble in the 9th. Here's the pitch to Dusty Baker. 24 is a mile-high pop-up into short left field. The shortstop, LeMaster, is giving chase. He's called off by the left fielder, Jeffrey Leonard, who makes the catch. There will be no advance and 2 outs. It's going to be all up to Pedro Guerrero. All the weight of this game now rests on the shoulders of Pedro Guerrero, a .304 hitter with 100 RBIs and 32 home runs. Greg Minton goes into the stretch. Here's the pitch to Pete Guerrero, 6-2. Catchable, caught by Jeffrey Leonard. That's the ball game. The final score, the San Francisco Giants hang on 5-3 and eliminate the 4th-seeded LA Dodgers. That's the ball game, a good ball game. We'll be back with a wrap-up. All right, in this game, the San Francisco Giants scored 5 runs on 7 hits, and they committed no errors. The Dodgers had 3 runs, lots of opportunities. They had 12 hits and committed 1 error. Losing pitcher was Fernando Valenzuela, who went 8 innings, gave up 4 runs, but 3 were earned. And the winning pitcher is Fred Brining, who gave 6 innings of excellent relief for the Giants, gave up 1 earned run. Greg Minton came on the 9th and got the save. It was not without drama, but Minton gets the save. And the star of the game is Jack Clark, 3 for 4 with 2 doubles, a homer, and 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Jack Clark is today's star of the game. Boy, I had friends over last night, a couple who's a big Cleveland Indians fan. We watched the Indians game together. By the way, that was an outstanding game, 0-0. Finally won in extra innings. Bieber against Giolito. Won by the Indians 2-0. And our friends are huge Indians fans. They once lived in Cleveland. And we had to be talking about Jack Clark amongst the things that we talked about and his financial problems he had late in life. During his career, he bought tons of expensive cars, a couple of homes, and was millions of dollars in debt. He had to file bankruptcy, and later, I think his debts affected his play late in his career, especially when he was with the Red Sox. But he was helped by the collusion settlements in the middle 80s. And he was pretty much the main victim of the owners colluding, and he got a $4.4 million settlement and paid off every one of those debts. So that's Jack Clark. But he's gone on. He has done some coaching since his baseball days and some broadcasting. Jack Clark today is the star of the game. Hope you enjoyed this game. I did. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. and God bless.